This video was recorded before the release of Spider-Man 2, so you won't have to worry about any spoilers here. Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys, back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Yeah, I caved in. I got the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure. I mean, it's probably not, but I mean, it's fun to speculate, I guess. Then you get the figure on the side, and the eyes right here. Another picture. I want to say this is actually from the very first trailer. That's so weird. And yeah, just the figure on the back. And here is the web slinger out of the packaging, and like, my first impression is that this is a good figure. It's great, actually. But it could be better, you know? It could be a lot better. And of course, the head sculpt. Now, and this body, while not perfect, it is more in tune with the physique that we saw in the first Spider-Man game, you know, him being a lot slimmer. See, the first iteration of the Insomniac Spider-Man was using this mold, which I just think just looked a little too bulky for the Spider-Man in the game, or maybe not bulky enough, but this one looks just like the video game. You know, he has that long abdomen and those long legs. Yeah, and he's very muscular on the side right here. Just the proportions are a lot better on the newer figure. And of course, I switched out. It looks kind of weird now looking at this, but I switched the head that it came with the retro, just to make it look more like the video game. But yeah, this head sculpt is just phenomenal. It is probably one of the best Marvel Legends Spider-Man head sculpts that we've gotten in the line, like, ever. And here is the first Insomniac Spider-Man with that new head. It doesn't look that great, I'm going to be honest with you. If the head was a little bit smaller just to fit the body more, it would be fine. But like, as it is, it just doesn't really work. So if you're looking to get the new figure just to put on the original, yeah, I'm sorry. Going down even further, and I love the update that they've made to this outfit. While I'll miss like the white lines being on the outside of the red here, that just looks so cool in the original game. You know, them being on the inside, it's fine. It's fine. I like it. I like it just as much, just a little less actually. But yeah, you can see just the differences in the costume for this game. They added some white lines down there, and you know, the segments up here seem to be a little bit different. And of course, like the gauntlets right here, or like the cuffs of the arm, just a lot different right there. Now, it's kind of a bummer that he doesn't have like the painted knuckles like this one did. This was awesome. And then going to the back, and obviously like the biggest difference between these two is that blue just being a lot more desaturated here. I think the red orange that they use for this is perfect for the color they had for the first game. But for the new one, a lot of his colors have been darkened. Like, going back to the box art right here, and like you can see like the blue is just darker here. It's because it's like in the light right here is probably why they made it so bright here. But like, yeah, the red is also much darker. I almost feel like this new one should have these colors, if I'm being honest. Going down the feet, and you get some more paint detail down there. And then of course the back right there, the white spider, looking phenomenal. And all the lines are very crisp on here. There's no like paint splotches for me. It's very crisp for the most part. And now it's rant time. Yeah, this is the part of this video where I am just gonna be a negative Nancy, just complain about pretty much everything. First of all, the hands are, it's so infuriating. Why do Hasbro do this? Why do Hasbro not give us complete pairs of hands anymore? It's like, you're making me pay $35 already, plus shipping and handling. Why can't you just include another wall crawling hand, another web flipping hand? It's just so maddening. Oh my god. And they like wonder why these their new Marvel Legend figures are just going straight to clearance, while all their HasLabs are failing. It's because of stuff like this. It's just it's so infuriating. But yeah, for accessories, he comes with a web flipping hand and a wall crawling hand. You know, just one of each, because They already got your money. They don't care. Two-fisted hands. I mean, at least he has two of these. And finally, he comes with a bunch of web stuff that nobody asked for. These web pieces. I believe they came with the Iron Man. No, Iron Man. Hey. Yes, these pieces. I believe they came with the Spider Armor figure from the vintage wave, the retro line, whatever. These are crap. I hate these pieces because they like, what are you gonna do? Just put them on the ground for Spider-Man to just stand over, I guess. They're crap. I hate them. And then we have the two pieces that are somewhat useful. We have this piece which is able to fit around any figure's like shoulders, like so. You just like slip it over the head and it wraps around their body. It doesn't really go down all the way though. It's kind of maybe I was like using the wrong figure, because maybe that figure was like too big of an example. Here, let's get Mr. Negative. Let's put this piece on him, and still you get the same result. Like his hands are still like free down here. Like, what's the point of this piece? And then you get this piece, which I want to say came out with one of those like previous Gamerverse Spider-Man figures, but basically, essentially, it just like wraps around the face like so. It's able to just like stick on there. I really like this piece. This is like the only web piece in this that came with this figure that I actually like, that I'll actually like end up using a lot. But it doesn't really stick on because his head is kind of weird. But still, and a lot of the like promo images had him with this piece like in his fist for some reason. I told you this wasn't going to be a fun one. This is not going to be a fun review. This is a very angry review. For articulation, the head is able to move up a pretty good amount, go down, not so much. He has some pivot and side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move out this much, and because of the pivot, the butterfly shoulder joint is able to move back this far, go forward this much. He has bicep swivel, a double-jointed elbow, a wrist hinge going up, down, all around. He has a diaphragm joint allowing him to move this far back and this far forward. And he also has some pivot going side to side and is able to twist all the way around. He also has an ab crunch that allows him to move this far back and this far forward. And with the diaphragm joint, he's able to move that far forward and a really good amount back. He has drop down at the hips, allowing his legs to go down even further. His leg is able to kick out this far, go out to the side this much, go back a pretty good amount. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, upper calf rotation, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and toe articulation. And now it is time for my favorite part of any review, the size comparisons. Here he is next to the PS4 Insomniac Spider-Man. And which one do I like better? Is it possible to choose neither? Like, I'd just rather get a brand new, newly tooled like Insomniac Spider-Man instead of reusing comic book molds, because hold on, I'll get into it in a second. Yes, right here is what I was trying to go for in that last clip. Getting a newly tooled PS4 Spider-Man would be a dream, because look how good Miles is. Look how good he looks. And then you put him next to this and you're just like, ugh. And then here he is next to Miles from his own solo game, and like still, it's the same mold, but still, like the newly tooled body just looks so good for this character, and they just didn't do Peter justice with either of his figures, to be honest. Here he is next to Mr. Negative, 2 Demons, 2-pack Venom, Amazon 3-pack Venom, Retro Kraven the Hunter, Rhino Build-A-Figure Wave Kraven, Symbiote Suit Spider-Man, Midnight Suns Iron Man, Deadpool and Daredevil, and the Marvel Legends Spider-Ham. I think the accessories leave a lot to be desired, like just that old web piece right there. The bane of my existence. But, it's The accessories are a pretty big letdown, and just the lack of like a complete set of hands, not having that open hand for his right or the web flipping hand for his left is just a very, very huge bummer. And again, like they could have done just so much better with this guy. But yeah, I've said all I can. I'm going to give this figure a final rating of 7 out of 10. Yeah, I know, very surprising how much I like just shit on this figure throughout this video, but it's not that bad, It's not a bad figure, but again, could be a whole lot better. But hey, now, if anyone from Hasbro is watching this, which you're probably not, but if you are, stop doing this. Don't do any of this. Don't take this as a good sign to keep going forward with, this. Stop doing that. Give us new stuff. Give us new stuff like Miles here. Give us new tooling for our Gamerverse figures, and we'll be happy. Instead of having to deal with a lot of angry nerds like myself. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.